Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
Hello! We're back, better than ever. Reality Skewed Gamers coming on to you for another hump day. Hump day! Finn, what day is it? Finn. Mike. What day is it? Hump day! It's Wednesday! It is time for the longest running live stream of the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes community. RSG coming at you. Bang, bang! Here we go, man. What a day. Man, we got a lot to discuss. And then by a lot, I mean relics. We are going to actually do our relics. I'm going to be the guinea pig, and we're going to do it. I can see from the chat that there's a lot of anger out there, so I will let my anger build as we... So I build my relics here. So we're going to be covering that tonight. Welcome to our Wednesday night stream. Glad to have you guys here so we discuss Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I am your host with the most, Ranger J 1999. Also joining me is my heterosexual life mate, Dr. Finn, medicine woman, the troll extraordinaire.
Your co-host with the least.
Yes, he sucks. And also joining us, who's not either of us, and is the sexy Buddha, the lightsaber builder himself, Mr. Sir Loki.
What up?
What's going on, Sir Loki? Are you on your way home?
I am, man, but I can't keep my finger off the phone right now. I want to level up my dudes.
Yeah, Loki, just get home. They'll be there when you get there. You can suffer through the madness when we started too.
Yes, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see you bust out your relics.
Yeah, you see me lose my mind because everyone's losing their minds in the chat, brother.
It's
not good.
Man.
It's not good.
Looking forward
to people are like, are you going to Ranger in tonight? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to really do anything with the relics and stuff. So we're going to go through it and we'll see what happens. Yeah. Over 9,000? We begin with what we do every night. Welcome to the show, everybody. Say hello in chat. Say hi. Skewers out there, let me hear you. Welcome to our stream. What we do every Wednesday. We really have no other life. So you can see we've got a new design. Finn was driving me nuts on the pre-stream. We got a lot of new stuff that we've been working on, as you guys see. So let's break down the housekeeping stuff, and then we'll get into the show. Glad to have you guys here. You can see we got the new screen going. We've got, on the bottom left, you can see we have the 24th. Skewers, we're going to need your help on this. 24th from 11 to 4. Is that correct, Finn? 11 to 4? Yes, 11 to 4.
11 to 3.
11 to 3. We're going to be doing the ACS campaign with the Children's Hospital of Atlanta and the pediatric section of the cancer wings for all the kids. We got a lot of cool stuff planned. We're going to need all our skewers as much as we can there to help us with that, make that, just to kick the campaign off, and let's blow it out of the water, guys. We have a lot of money to raise, and you know what? I think we're up to it. I think we can do it just like we did last year. So I'm excited. Me and Finn are going to be going there dressed as Darth the Relic and Jedi Counselor Finn and bringing happiness to the kids. So that's the first thing you see. You can see also we've got the donation tracker on the left. If you
did you just call yourself Darth Relic?
I'm ignoring you, Finn. On the left,
you called yourself Darth Relic. I don't think you meant to. But you said Darth Relic. Ouchie found it in the chat too.
Yeah, you did.
Did I? Okay. Well, then
You accidentally called.
Oh no, Ranger messed up a word. Oh my God, Finn. If you want to do the intro, you can. Or I can sit back and just go drink some alcohol. I really don't care. You know what? Show's over, guys. I don't want to do this anymore. Everyone, good night.
Darth Relic.
Finn ruined it. There he is. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Show's over. Let's just sit here.
Maybe this is the best news we've gotten about relics today. Ranger is now Darth Relic. Okay.
I don't want to do the show anymore.
I'm good now.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, so anyway, on the left you can see we got the tracker. We just had Dr. Feelgood with some bits, and you see everything we get through donations, through Super Chat, through Twitch, through everything goes into Lord Vader's Cup of Plenty. If you donate anything less than $20, stuff flies in, but if you donate $20.01, it has to be 1 cent or more, we get the pickle extravaganza, where the pickle explosion happens, where pickles fly into the cup. We whip out our pickles. Everybody plays with their pickles. That's what we do. We just like to whip out our pickles here and play them for you. They even sing when we play with them. So there's that. So make sure you check out if you would like to donate. Support the channel. Support all the great content that we got going on here at RSG. Please do. So those are the big announcements, things of that nature. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. People ask me all the time, where's the stream? When is the stream? And I always say, if you subscribe, you get a notification from YouTube. You hit that little bell icon for each specific stream that you like. You can get the notification. That being said, YouTube sucks and it's not the best at notifying people. That's the best I can give you guys. More stuff on the Amazon wish list. Check out our Patreon. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm done. All right. That being said, we also take questions. If you have questions that you would like for us to get to, all you need to do is put your question in chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement. If you don't, we're not going to scoop it up. We use Nightbot, and that's on you, not us. So if you want your question, make sure you put it in that way. Finn, just get out of your system, man. You're really pissing me off. I'm already pissed off at
It's
you.
not me. It's chat. Chat has so many questions about Darth Relic. Says Finn, you have failed Darth Relic for the last time.
For the first and last time. You gotta make sure you say it. Lone Star.
The whole chat is filled with Darth Relic questions. Dr. Gonzo, Darth Relic finds your lack of spending disturbing.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't done anything with the relics yet, so I mean,
I can't read chat. Okay, I just stopped reading chat.
All right. So we got that. So, Finn, we have a shout-out word of the day. We like to shout out all the skewers out there. What is our shout-out word of the day?
They've already wanted it. Let's
What?
just do it.
No.
Shout out word of the day.
No, it's not. No. What is it? What was the actual word?
It was going to be Relic, but I think we can just make it Darth Relic.
Oh, well, then never mind. Yeah, go ahead for it.
Yeah.
Darth
The
Relic,
word
put
of
it
the
in
day
there.
is Darth Relic with a space. With a space. Darth Relic with a space in between. So DARTH space RELIC. Darth Relic is our shout out word of the day.
There you go. Darth Relic. Make one Freudian slip, man.
I know, but it's like the best one for today.
I know, right? Jesus.
It's like the best news for anything Alex
One little slip up. Getting through that whole spiel, guys, is not easy, man. All right, so we got that going on. So make sure if you want us to shout out your name, say Darth Relic. And then, Finn, we have a Twitter question of the day. We always have one of those as well.
Yeah, we do. So going back really quick to what Ranger was talking about, again, on the 24th of September, we are doing a live stream from Children's Healthcare of Atlanta in Eggleston, where we will be at the Aflac Cancer and Blood Disorders Playroom with a bunch of the kids, and we're going to be playing games with them for the 4 hours, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern time. And during that time, we'll be doing a lot of fun stuff. So in the description of the YouTube video, you will see a link to the Tiltify page. We do have our Tiltify page up. And big shout out to Miss Maz Kanata, who was the first person to
lovely
donate.
Maz has already donated $100. Thank you, Maz. We love
So we
you.
really appreciate that, Maz. And so we're getting this campaign started off. And thanks to Maz, we're getting it started off really great.
That's right.
And in the Tiltify, if you go to the challenges, you will see that we have a few challenges set up for when we are at the hospital. And so the challenges include us giving away our plastic lightsabers to the kids. It includes us having a Finn-led dance party where I will dance the chicken, the Macarena, the electric slide, and the floss. And after seeing good old Maurice do it, I have no idea what the hell I'm going to do.
It's going to be awful. We just had a donation from B. Matsu. Got the donation train going. He's $2. Someone donated before that, I think, but no, that was Bits. But he donated $2. Said hashtag Darth Relish. So.
And we do have it set up better now, so you can see on the left like all of your guys' donations. So we see Dr. Feelgood and Bimatsu have donated today. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Keep the donations going, guys. Everything we get goes back into the stream, guys. That's why we're
like
able
the
to
event we're doing at the hospital.
Yeah, I mean that kind of stuff. I mean it goes right back into putting out the content and doing things that you guys want us to do, and what we enjoy doing anyway. So I mean, it's a win-win. Yep. So if you want to donate, get we got Bimatsu with the donation train going. Can we keep it going? Can we get it going on right there and get them donations going in them YouTube right there? Let me tell you what. All right. Any other news things?
Well, we didn't get to the Tiltify question. So the Tiltify question is based on what we're doing on 24. Oh yeah, what did I say? Tiltify. Yes, Twitter question.
Not so easy, is it, Dr. Finn?
Yeah, but at least I didn't call myself Darth Relic.
Well, you're going to get people going to the wrong damn thing.
Well, you can go to, if you go.
You know, when I'm trying to communicate with my friends, I like to go to Tiltify.
I don't always give myself a nickname, but when I do, it's Darth Relic.
Yes.
So if you go to our Twitter page, which is Reality Skewed Gamers with no vowels in the skewed in gamers, so Reality SKWD GMRS. If you guys go there, our Twitter question is that we are going to be at the Children's Hospital again on September 24th. So we want your guys' help with some ideas. So what crazy thing would you like to see Ranger and or Affinity do during the charity stream to raise money for the American Cancer Society and Children's Healthcare of Atlanta? So your guys' suggestions here could end up being rewards and challenges and stuff that we put on the Tiltify campaign. So please give us any suggestions of stuff that you think would be fun. So there you go.
There you go. Help us. We're fighting the fight on cancer. Also, today is September 11th. We all remember. So if you haven't had a chance, make sure you thank all of our servicemen and women, all our first responders, as we all remember that are above the age of 18. Remember where we were for September 11th. Remember the 11th of September, and we will never forget that day. Few days have had such impact in our history, but that one is. So September 11th is the day that, we honor those by doing what we do, being Americans, and calling ourselves Darth Relic. I'm just throwing that out there. So, all right. So we've got that. All right. Should we just get into this, man? Let's go look at this Relic stuff, Finn. I mean,
well, let's do the Patreon shout-outs first. That's in Finn stuff, and then we'll jump into it. We'll do the chat shout-outs towards the end here. So.
All right. Let's see what we got. We got the Patreon shout-outs. Let me pull that up. All right. Well, you want to shout out all our patrons. We appreciate all you guys' support. So let's do the Patreon shout-outs. All right, we got Elude 12, we got the Spam Lover Bimatsu, my fellow military service member CBO 97, Chaos 13, another one of my military brothers, Chopper BZ, Clone Troop 211, Commander Skywalker, Contingent 33, Dangerfield, Darth Teflon, not to be confused with Darth Relic, Darth Bob, Darth Vadermate, DPK, Deadpool Kyle, Devil's Treasure, Dr. Feelgood, he's the one that makes you feel all right. Drewman95, Aroc123, my good friend Guzza Hogzilla, Hennessy from our friends at the ANZGC, the Australian New Zealand Guild, It Poops Bombs, the lovely Jaka BM, Jai Jakana, Jon Snow Awakens, Just a Bum, Callison, Kashmir, Matthew M. Thomas, the lovely Mas Kanata, the fourth Okage himself, Minato Namikaze, Mas Mikey, Andy Fox, Pickle Lover Extremist, Ouchie Dumpling, Ray Rock, Ridia, Riverboy 12, Best Human Being on the Planet, Rose Taco, the Revenator, the Soulless One, Sanely Red, Mr. Gingivitis himself, My H-Town Connection, Shadowvale, Sith Lord, Slash Friend Rose, Spaceman Tim, Spider, Strum, Suicide Squad, Teals, Tallywhack, Manacker, The Tour, Walter Arnold, and Whiny Skywalker 1971, rounding it all out. So thank you guys for being patrons. We appreciate it. So thank you guys for being here. All right, there we go. It's all said and done. Are we ready to go into this crap, Finn? I'm ready to start yelling and screaming.
Don't yell and scream. We haven't seen anything yet. So let's go ahead and start with the content update, and then we'll do stuff in game with testing things out.
I have to change some things here. So do you want to just go to dev news and announcements and then just switch this and then...
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So See, we have lock and your important gear from the scavenger. Relic amplifiers feature overview. Is that the one you want to start off with, Finn?
Yeah, just quick summary of all this, right? So they gave us some ideas
give us a quick
about
summary.
relics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first thing is on Monday, they gave us an idea about how some of the relics work. I think our video was better, but they put out a video showing how you convert gear into the different relics, right? So that was the first thing that they did. Then they put out a little bit of information about the title update. So they did the title update, and they gave us some more information about relics. And you know what? Blah, 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 blah. We now have relics in the game.
Pretty much.
So let's go ahead and start looking at the relics in the game. We'll kind of go through it with you guys. Ranger did one level so far. I haven't done anything with relics, intentionally waiting. And so we are going to go through this and see how everything kind of works out. We did look, actually, I looked at GG, and GG is right now kind of timing out a little bit, but it does have all the stats for the relic updates. So we're going to take a look at some of the characters here and see exactly how...
Are we going to GG or are we going to the game?
Let's start with in-game first,
okay.
Because we said beforehand, right, one of the biggest things with regards to relics is going to be the GP increase. Now, first thing we're going to do, and I think, Ranger, you already know the answer to this. I know the answer to it too. When you first activate a relic to level 0, it does not add any GP.
No.
So that is in and of itself something that I'm kind of disappointed with, because it still does not provide the Gear 13 differentiation in terms of GP from Gear 12. So if somebody gets to Gear 13 and doesn't do anything with the relics, they're still going to have kind of a decent GP kind of advantage in matchmaking, because you're getting a lot more than what the GP is actually mentioning.
All right.
So that being said,
I've already taken Malik to level 1 with the relics. Should we continue on?
Okay, so let me check something here. So your Malik has all Gear 13 or 6E mods, right?
Yes.
Okay, so mine has Gear 13 mods as well. And my 6E mods, Gear 13. And my Malik is at 24,358 power. All
right, mine's at 25,117.
So the first level of relics adds only about 700 GP for the stat increases that it gets. So right now, if you click on the Relic Ranger, let's look at what the stat increases were for the first level. And it's kind of a decent amount for only 700 GP. So right now, this doesn't look great for any kind of matchmaking. You're getting a pretty decent stat increase overall, right? You're getting almost 0.5% of armor, right? Which is kind of a big deal. You're adding 2,000 health. You're adding armor. You're adding additional physical damage, and Malik gets health steal. So you're adding 0.75% of additional health steal on Malik with 1,000 protection. So right now, this is kind of an issue that's going to still be causing matchmaking, but now that they're adding relics, then we're going to go ahead and see it. So let's go ahead and look at the next thing.
Which is what?
Dexatronic, they are not looking at Gear 13s. They're only looking at the GP of the top 80.
Where am I going next, Finn?
Let's go ahead and try and level some of these.
All right, I need a carbonite circuit board. So I need... No, it doesn't take you right to the thing? God, that's stupid.
So if you click on the mats, it doesn't take you to the scavenger?
No, it doesn't take you to...
Nope, it makes you buy it.
Oh, there's a scavenger. Okay, there it is. It didn't pop up the first time. I was like, what the hell? All right, so go to the scavenger. We need... Okay, we need some more of those.
That is kind of silly, though.
I need 10, so... Wait, I need 10. Wait, what am I using? Okay, I got 3. So we'll do this one. Okay.
Alright, so if I click on this and I go... Okay. It doesn't show up the first time that you do it. Kind of interestingly enough. Mine did the same thing. The first time I clicked it, it didn't show it, but then you have to scroll left and then it does it.
All right.
So 10. It's like a one-time load.
How many did I need? I was 10 out of 30, so I need 20.
Probably. You can go ahead and check it again. If you hold it, it should bring up a scroll bar that'll let you kind of modify the number. If you press and hold on the gear. Well, go ahead and
okay.
is it getting it? I'm checking on mine right now too, because I'm gonna level my Malik as well. So as you increase it, it should increase your. Yeah, it'll modify that. So I'm gonna level up my Malik.
God, this scroll bar sucks. God, this is really clunky.
Hooray!
All right, so I need 20 more.
Go away, stupid Java. Okay.
17.
Yeah, these are this is like when we were doing training droids. Like the stupid number of increases that it was doing because you had so many of them. The numbers made no sense. Why can't we just type how many we want so it just trades it in? This is kind of silly.
It's kind of, yeah.
Like I'm there's no way I can get the. So first off, this is kind of ridiculous. Getting the scroll bar to get how many you want is the most ridiculous thing.
Okay, so we got those. I need 40 of the bronzium wiring. Okay.
Well, we can do that tunnel vision. That's not the issue, but we're trying to do this as if you don't have all of the resources, right? And you don't want to necessarily spend everything. So we're trying to do this like they should have beta tested this. It's kind of surprising the way they set up actually. That this actually managed to get through. So, yeah.
How many of these? I needed 40 of these.
I don't know. I assume so. Okay, I'm making my 40. Okay. So I have my 40 to do my first level of Malik. Hooray! Okay.
40. Continue.
I'm going to do a comparison here too.
This is so clanky, man.
It is. This is not a really great way of leveling up your relics first off. If you have...
Oh, then you need... What is this?
If you are kind of a long-time player.
Wow. There's only one place you can get it, 16? Oh, that's what they did. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. Now you get to farm Cantina battles in order to do it.
Oh, my God. I'm getting angry, Finn.
Yeah, this is kind of a silly process, but that is what it is. You can buy the $100 pack and save yourself some... Sorry. I do like how they have the $100 pack just kind of sitting there.
20. How many do you get out of that? Let's see. 28. Let's just use all this up so we have it. 16, 44. Okay. God dang it.
Hooray! You have enough for the next level, at least.
Jesus.
This is really kind of silly, but yeah, the drop rate is not bad. It's just kind of a weird system to do it, but...
All right, so I've increased the stats, Finn.
Yep.
All right, now I need 30 more of those other things and of the thing, and then this... Oh, Lord.
All right, let's just do a comparison in GG now.
So you have to go to here and get this? This is stupid, man.
Yeah, the fact that they made it...
This is stupid.
Node, yeah, not having it as its own... Like, making it its own node and not sharing it with a character node.
Oh, my God, this is stupid.
So, here's an interesting thing, right? We were if you remember,
wow.
Remember though when we had mods come out, do you remember how we were upset about the fact that mods and Cantina were on like the same energy and we needed both of them, right? And now they were finally, they're like, yay, okay, let's separate mods and put it on its own table. It's like, okay, we have mods on our own table now, finally. And they are once again doing the same thing that they did with mods again with this.
How are you supposed to farm characters? Oh my god, man. This is some asinine stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that they went back and did exactly what we were happy about them changing. The introduction of mod energy was great because
this is trash.
It is. Because we were able to farm mods and we were able to farm Cantina energy. We were all pretty happy with that, right? Now this is really kind of silly. There is no way a new player is going to be happy with it. They have to decide.
I'm an old player and I'm not happy with this.
Yeah, I know. But at least you have some of the resources, right, in order to do
no, but I mean, you got to go farm this crap with Cantina energy. Just...
I know. Nathaniel Morgan, I know that they said it. I was still hoping that they didn't, and they still did. I'm not sure how this got out of beta test. I'm just going to flat out say it. I do not understand how this is.
Well, each separate one, as you move up, you have to get the separate. On the right side of the scrap, you have to use Cantina and get each of that scrap, which is only going to get exponentially more as we go up in level and stuff.
Yep. So basically, you have to prioritize character farming or relics. Like, they're forcing you to prioritize either relics or characters, which is never a good thing, right? Because you need relics in order to be competitive. And as Grande has said previously, right, this game is not about relics. This game is about collecting characters. So if you're forcing them to decide between getting characters that they can actually play versus focusing on focusing on relics, which make their characters actually competitive. Yeah, this is not a really good system.
This is an awful system. And don't tell me this is to make it easier. This is straight cash. This is straight up to try to get more money out of the players. What a load of garbage, man.
Yeah.
This isn't easier. This doesn't make things easier. It's so, God, it's awful.
It is. I don't understand. I'm not entirely again. I don't understand how they can come up and say that they did all these beta tests and all these things. They started out the public beta tests and all these things, right? I don't know if they actually beta tested this or not. Because right now, this looks pretty horrendous. And I think it was Knights Templar that was saying in the chat, like, the $100 pack doesn't even get one character to a level 7 relic. So
$100 pack does not get a relic to 7. You have got to be kidding me. Let's go look at that. Let's go look at these packs.
Because we're looking at I'm looking at the numbers for you just to get from 2 to 3, right? And you need like a total of about 100 on the left and about 35 on the right.
Unbelievable, dude.
In order to get to 7.
This is oh boy, CJ, you have really.
Yeah,
right,
you don't have nearly enough
packs.
left side.
The $100 one, and then they have this $59.99. Oh,
the $100 pack
crystals.
is not enough. Okay, I will say you do get 3,000 credits, or 3,000 crystals, which you may be able to convert for the energy to get some of these, but it's not near enough.
Yeah, this for $100. This doesn't even sniff getting these higher level.
Yeah,
they have lost their damn minds.
It's kind of sad. Okay, so right now, I don't think we're very happy.
I'm pissed off
about the actual process for relics. I think this is really stupid. But
we haven't even got to the higher levels on this stuff yet, man. How stupid is the gear requirement going to be for this?
Let's go to GG now. So,
oh my god.
So right now, right, we've already seen that the relic level system is kind of
dumb.
Screwy. I think it might actually take longer to get a relic maxed out than it takes to get a character to gear 13 potentially.
Jesus.
It's getting right up there, and gear 13 is already kind of a hassle.
All right, where am I going?
Now let's look at Malik. Let's start with Malik and see, so GG has updated, and they have a little drop down on the top right that allows you to see what the character is like
at tier 7,
different relic levels. Yep. So you can pick gears, and then you can pick the relics. So let's take a look at Malik, for example.
Oh my god!
At gear 13, he has about. And my GG is running a little slow right now, so give me 1 second. I'm going to open it up again. But looking at it before, at gear 13, Malik has about 113. Yeah, there's 113 health and protection combined. When you go from gear 13 to relic 7, he now has 142, which is basically an increase of health and protection by about 30,000. So, the 30,000 plus whatever mods and stuff that you put on top of that is going to increase that by quite a bit. So it's going to be fairly easy to see Maliks that have 250,000 health and protection combined.
Jesus.
In addition, he is a character whose relic actually adds health steal to it. So his health steal at gear 13 is 35%. At relic 7, it is actually at 41 3/4. So it adds about 6% health steal. So he's going to be a lot harder to kill. This is going to probably change the way you deal with Malik.
This is stupid.
And he was already kind of OP to begin with. I mean, he was 1v5ing a lot of things. So, yeah. So
power creep much, CG?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of silly.
That's some stupid stats, man.
So effectively what this is doing is it's going to separate free-to-play from whales in Arena for a pretty decent amount, I think. Whales are going to be able to get characters to Relic 7, right? Because all you pretty much need is energy in order to get it.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a RNG fest or anything like mods. It's a straight up money issue in order to do that. And so we are going to see the whales be able to get Relic 7s a lot more. What that's effectively going to do, though, is make regular squad arena more difficult, but it will balance out GAC, because at GAC, you have to determine whether or not you're going to...
It looks like it adds about 6,000 power to Malik when all said and done at Relic Tier 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, it's... I don't know. It's going to be making GAC a little more balanced. As weird as that is, it's going to balance out GAC. It's going to give whales kind of a huge advantage, which is going to prevent actually probably a lot of free-to-play players of getting into the top of Squad Arena.
But I don't even know why you would want to pay for this.
Well, so that's the other thing, right? So whales are going to have the advantage if they get their relics up to 7. And I know a bunch of them already had. I know a lot of you guys were mentioning that Relic 7 was already, like, Warrior did some of those. And I didn't get a chance to watch a stream. We were preparing for ours. We were kind of
prepping ours, man.
But I know Warrior got some of his to 7, and he's probably not the only one. I'm trying to check on some other accounts right now just to see, for example, I'm going to check one right now. And give me a second here. Let me see how many Relic 17 level 7s he has already. Okay.
Wow. Pretty poopy, CG.
Oh, he actually hasn't taken it. Okay, let me find a different one then. But yeah, I have a feeling that this is going to be kind of so you're going to have a whole group of players that are going to go crazy. Let's look at some of the other critical characters that are probably going to be impacted, right? So Malik is probably one of the big ones.
And the drop rates are awful for this stuff. I just tried to do a couple of the 8F ones for the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Christ.
Well, let's go ahead and look at Han. A lot of people are bringing up Han, so let's look at his and see what happens to his physical damage and crit chance and all that kind of stuff.
Han.
Holy crap. Han's physical damage from gear 13 to Relic 7. Do you have it up, Ranger?
Yeah, so at gear 13, his physical damage is 3562. Special damage is 1500, right? So
special damage doesn't matter. He's all physical. So.
I know, but I'm just saying, just big stuff. What?
His physical damage almost doubles.
God, his physical crit chance goes to 91.67%. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wow.
What?
His crit chance is also 90%, which means you actually need 0 crit chance on him because he gains a crit chance bonus from his unique, plus he gains crit chance bonus from Chewie. So he basically needs 0 crit chance, and all you're loading him up on is damage and crit damage.
Just go offense, man.
I mean, that's the way I would mod him anyways. I'd previously said you might want a secondary of crit chance just to kind of boost it a little bit. But yeah, this is kind of...
This is ridiculous. This is stupid. CG, you have really taken the cake on this crap, man.
So basically, they've made the decision for you. If you're trying to be competitive in arena or squad arena or grand arena championships or anything, you have to go relics. These are mod 1.0 type of stat increases.
Wow.
Han also goes from, by the way, he goes from 34,000 health to 52,000 health. So he also gains 18,000 health as he goes up. So he's almost 100,000 health and protection combined, which may not even be that much though when you look at some of the damage of some of these characters. Yeah, that's kind of
are hard at the moment, man. Jesus Christ, dude.
Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna calculate without any mods, just his base.
Nice Templar just. Oh, wait a minute, Finn. We just had a big donation come in. Holy crap. Nice Templar just donated $21.32. Says not to add fuel to fire. Oh wait, we gotta whip out our pickles first. Whip out the pickles. Pickle time. Playing with our pickles. Playing with the pickles. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, so thank you for that, Knights Templar. He says, not to add fuel to the fire, the tune stats are not as game-breaking as the ship boost from the tunes upgraded. They did not factor the impact it has on ships. Look at the meta ships, OG Falcon, new stats. We haven't had a chance to do that.
We're getting there. We're getting to the ships. Yeah. We haven't forgotten.
The fourth Akagi just donated $5. He says, how many people work at CG? I need to know how many Shadow clones I will need so I can perform the Reaper Death Seal on every single one of them. Good Lord.
It's a very interesting update. That's all I got to say. It reminds me very much of Mods 1.0. I mean, this is basically Mods 1.0 all over again. And I don't know how this got out of any beta test.
How greedy does this company need to be?
Well, I mean,
Can we get a company? Can any company out there, please listening? Can you create a Star Wars game, get the licensings and stuff, and replace CG?
Lego Star Wars is coming.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I foresee myself going to that game.
I've never been opposed to them trying to cater things to the whales and making money.
Great, have fun with the game. Spending tens of thousands of dollars on a virtual game.
Well, it's not that. The problem that I'm having is it's not that they're catering towards the whales. It basically destroys any kind of competition.
Yeah, why should I even try to compete?
I mean, if you don't have relics at 7, these are going to start to be ridiculous. Let's look at a few of the other characters before we jump into. Grimace.
I'm going to look at one more, and then I'm not going through this every character, guys.
Well, there's 2 characters I want to check. So let's start with Traya, because Grim is saying to check Traya. So we'll take a look at Traya here.
All right, what are we looking at for Traya? Health and protection, physical damage, special damage, 5228. Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead and take her to Relic 7.
Oh my God.
Wait, what? Is that real?
That's real.
She gains about 3,000 special damage, which makes her...
God.
Okay, and she gets the offense boost anyway, so that's going to be pretty... Okay, so she gets a lot. That's... Okay. I mean, at least they're not changing speed? I don't know what else to say. At least they're
I gotta get off GG's lagging this, man.
Your GG's lagging. Oh, because of the ads and everything.
Yeah, I've got blockers, but it's still lagging the stream.
Okay, I'll just look at a couple more on my end, and we'll just look at a comparison here.
I'll pull that off because it's just it's lagging us.
Grievous gains 20,000 health between Gear 13 and Relic 7. So he's gaining a lot more health, which is going to make his very interesting. Then we'll look at Anakin. Let's see, where is Jedi Knight Anakin? Because Anakin is another kind of big damage dealer on the Padme team. Let's see how he fares from gear 13 to gear or to relic 7.
I think we might be. I don't know what happened with Gigi or whatnot, but the stream is in green, but it's all fluctuating.
So
now.
Anakin also basically gains double physical damage.
Finn, we're buffering. I need to figure out what's going on here.
Is it in OBS?
I'm trying to. I think it could be OBS. I mean, ever since I went to GG, it's going bananas. I took it off, but we're buffering.
Okay, we'll wait for it to. Oh, clear the relic amplifier host as well. Maybe there's something moving on that one.
I don't know if it's that or. No, it could be the connection. No, it could be the connection. I don't know what's happening.
I think you're back. I don't see it buffering right now. I think it's just video lag.
Could be video lag.
Yeah, I think it's just video lag. We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I'm just looking at GG, and Jedi Knight Anakin basically gains almost double physical damage too. He goes from 3,700 to 6,400. So for those of you running Padme teams, Anakin at Relic 7 is going to be a huge damage boost because his AoE and his basic have have a 2.5 or higher multiplier. So that means just by getting from the Relic to Relic 7, he's going to gain roughly about 8,000 damage, I think. Yeah, somewhere just around 8,000 damage to his basic and his AoE without mods in consideration. Just straight up with his relic, he's going to gain about 8,000 damage. So Anakin is going to be pretty big. And let me see. See, who else should we look at? I think those are kind of the big ones. Oh, let's look at Daka's health. I'm going to look at old Daka's health. So, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the way that they're forcing the Cantina farms, right? And we knew that was coming, so they told us that ahead of time, but I think it's kind of silly. Especially given the fact that we had mods on the same stuff as Cantina. We complained about it. They finally changed it. We finally got mod energy.
The videos keep lagging still. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it'll fix. We need to do your two game setup too in a little bit, but yeah. So the mods was on the same energy as Cantina. We had a big issue with that. Everyone basically was saying like it's ridiculous. You have to farm energy in Cantina. We finally got a new energy of mods, and then they put the salvage or whatever the components that you need or signal data that you need in order to level relics on Cantina energy again. Which is now, because they fixed the other ones, the highest refresh energy in the game. Very kind of disappointed in the fact that they went back to that. The stat increases, they appear kind of ridiculous. So we'll have to see kind of how that plays out. I'm not going to look at Lobot. I know people with Lobot are going to be happy. I've seen you guys type in that.
It's just...
Let me look at Daka really quick. So Daka goes from 44,000 to 76,000 health.
76,000 without mods.
Yep. So Daka is going to be kind of crazy.
This is dumb, man.
I mean, this feels like mods 1.0 without the speed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know how they.
I don't know what it's just.
And I was actually trying to be optimistic about this whole thing.
Yeah, we were waiting your judgment, but after going through it, I mean, just the clunkiness of doing it and stuff, and then, blatant fishing expedition here. It's all about money. This company doesn't care about us. This company doesn't care about the playability of the game or making it fun. Who thought in their right mind that this would be something the players would enjoy? Who are you listening to, CG? I mean, you honestly sit here and think we play this game so we can fart around with Equipment. Oh, I've got Luke Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. I'd like to spend all this time getting it up to a certain level. I'm convinced they don't play this game, and they don't care. I'm convinced. I'm 100% now on that. They don't care. They just care about money. Just all they care about. The game could mean just nothing to them. And for them to say this is so disingenuous and just ridiculous that this will make things easier is a total crock. They don't care. Because no one in their right mind would look at this and say, this fixes a lot of stuff. It makes it worse. And we haven't even got the abilities on the damn things to see what those are going to do to the game. I mean, the fact that you have a $100 pack that doesn't even get your damn relic to a certain level, to level 7, is ridiculous. Y'all just greedy turds. God dang, CG. Y'all have taken the cake on this one, man. I have, some stuff I've yelled at you before, and some stuff I've defended you on, actually. This is undefendable. This is stupid, man. Good Lord. When's the Lego game coming out? I can't wait for that crap, man. Maybe it'll be better designed and played and, fun than this. This isn't fun anymore, man. God dang. God.
I mean, it's going to be fun for the characters that you have. For newer players, I think it's going to be very difficult for them to feel competitive, because if anybody wails out and gets a character to Gear 13 Relic 7 in a new shard, they're basically going to take the top spot for years at this point. It's not going to be easy for any new player, so a single whale can make it very detrimental for a new player. I mean, I don't mind the overall system for relics. I'm not a big fan of the fact that they put the signal data on the same energy.
At 16 too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of that. We got away from that with mods and they just went back to it. So I'm not a big fan of that, but I can live with that. The stat increases to me are kind of silly.
This game is
stupid. Yeah,
now, man.
I don't know. Loki, have you had a chance to look at the relics and stuff?
I'm looking at people in my arena shard, so it's looking pretty crazy. Ships looks pretty crazy right now.
Yeah, increasing stats.
We haven't started ships yet. Yeah, we haven't started ships yet.
Speed increases is pretty crazy. There's like 195 speed Millennium Falcons now out there, which if your Millennium Falcon goes first, then you pretty much got it.
Yeah.
Until they start making Biston's U-Wing super OP with speed, that's probably what we have to look forward to in ships, is Relic 7 bumping up the speed of the ships.
I mean, the fact that you got to get characters to Gear 13 even do this just pisses me off too. Now that I've actually seen it, and then what you have to do to level these things. I mean, this is some dumb stuff, man.
It almost feels like these upgrades, or at least, let's say, Relic level 1 through 3, they should have been included with Gear 13. Gear 13 is just a stepping stone to the real Gear Hog now, right? To the real, which is sad. I feel bad for the people that wailed out on Gear 13, and then now...
On top of that, now you have to wail out again. They're just greedy buttholes, man.
Gear 13, the wrong guys, right? I mean, now it's like, if you didn't Gear 13 your pilots, you're going to fall behind in ships. I mean, there's just no way. If you didn't Gear 13 Chewie and Han and all the other meta ships right now, I don't know how you're going to stay up top if your ships are too slow.
It's just dumb, man. The fact that you have to get characters farmed, then you got to get again geared for like GOTB and stuff, and then on top of that, the only way you're going to really, it's just dumb. I can't. I
mean,
I can't support this game anymore, man. I can't. This is asinine.
As a spender, Loki, looking at the way the stats are, and we don't have to kid ourselves, you get a huge advantage with Relic 7 over people that don't have it. Do you feel like you want to spend, or does this system kind of make you not want to spend because of how kind of
I've I don't know. I haven't had the spending bug in a while. I didn't wail out on Gear 13. I probably only have like 15 dudes at Gear 13 right now, so maybe I'm lucky there that I didn't, wail out on it. But I don't know, man. I don't know I'm gonna burn up all my gear that I have now because obviously I have a lot of gear at 8,000 pieces, 9,000 pieces, right? And I'm fortunate for that, and I'm gonna see how far that thing goes. But
If you don't have Cantina energy, it doesn't get you
It
anywhere.
doesn't get anywhere.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's to me, it's just gonna be a long grind again. But at least I got the stuff to make.
Oh, I've got plenty of gear. That's not the issue. It's the Cantina drops, and I just did a couple. I did 200 just to get some extra Cantina energy and stuff, and I'm just like, I didn't get anything.
I hoarded Cantina energy for the past like month and a half or something, so I was good.
I mean, free to play's dead, man. Free to play is dead.
It's tough, man. It's gonna be tough. Grand Arena. I mean, the Grand Arena, the person with the most relics is gonna win, and if they relic the right guys, and they set them on defense, I don't know how you're gonna bust through some stuff, man. I mean, I've already seen a General Grievous at like almost 200,000, over 2,000 health, and then he hits like a truck, right? Because now his offense is dependent on his health. Yeah, it's surprising. I don't know why they went this route.
Money, man. Let's just be real.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna scale it back and release a. Oh, we didn't mean it to be this. This crazy. We'll scale it back, and then all the whales ask for refund.
If they do that, then I have lost every ounce of respect for CG.
Yeah, because they do it every.
I'm already there.
They do it every time. They've said that they're trying to do a beta test. They've already done this once with mods 1.0, right? I would rather them say this is the way we intended it and just leave it and let the players just do what they want to. They'll either continue to play as free to play and not give them any money because the system is kind of ridiculous, or the ones that want to whale out on it will continue to whale and they'll just try to milk them as much as they can and see what happens to their profits. I mean, I would rather them have conviction in their decisions, because I think this is stupid, and for them to kind of change it, what it's actually doing is forcing people into free to play, and they're going to lose competitive free to play. You're going to have only casual free to play players, or the really uber competitive free to play, the ones that are always rank 1 and have a bunch of stuff stored that they can get things to relic 7s. But lack of relic 7 is going to kind of hurt Squad Arena for a good while. Yeah.
Yeah, ship Arena is going to be I'm dreading that right now. Because I already see it in my shard. There's already guys with 195 speed Millennium Falcon. What am I going to do? Oh my
God.
I mean, what am I going to do with that? They're going to go first. I mean, it is what it is.
They're almost forcing players to be casual free to play. Like mid-level free to play that are like trying to stay in like top 20 and stuff. If you're on a shard with whales, you're gonna get blocked out. There's not going to be much you can do. And fleet is a whole different issue. So
yeah, they just made fleet first. I mean, I don't know what this does to capital ships. I'm sure you want to relic 7 your
oh god. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look right now. Let me see if I can get the speed on home 1 in GG.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if they have it set up to be able to. What is your home 1 speed right now, Loki?
I don't have a Gear 13 Admiral Akbar, so.
Okay, but that's still just to give a general idea.
Matters, but 179 right now.
So I don't know if it changed or not, but home 1 is listed as 188.
That's a big bump, man.
Yeah.
I don't think Gear 13 gave it speed.
I don't think Gear 13 gave it that. I'm trying to look on my arena shard to see if there's any Gear 13s without.
I have the two 12.5 pieces on Akbar, and he's at and I have 6E mods on him too, so that's 179. If what you're saying is 188, is that what it is?
188 on GG is what it's saying.
Oh, he's got a donation from the 4th Okage. He says, I'm a spender, but this makes me not want to spend. Traditionally, I'm excited for the game, but I'm with Ranger for once. More time
that's god awful. I mean, if you were lucky enough to Gear 13 Scarif Rebel Pathfinder and Biston, and now you bump them up to a Relic 7, your Biston's Ewing is going to be the fastest on your shard.
I mean, we'll see how this plays out. A lot of the attackers are getting attacking stats. A lot of the tanks are getting tanky stats. But we know as players the synergies that you get with some of these things, and I don't think it's going to balance out.
I put a level 1 on my Gear 13 Bosk, and Houndstooth got speed, so he got like 10,000 more health, and he got the 1 speed from the relic. It's just level 1, but I'm sure if I bump this thing up to 7, he's going to get, 7 more speed is what I'm guessing. So that's what it sounds like, is they get a speed per level.
Yeah, it looks like it's roughly that.
Yep.
This is nuts, dude.
I mean, we'll see how it plays out. I don't think we're terribly happy about it.
I'm pissed off, and
yeah,
I'm just about done.
I mean, Girl Maurice, you're right. It fixes Grand Arena matchmaking because it does add GP and stuff.
Thanks a lot.
And it also makes it so that if you have relics and stuff, you're not going to be fighting as many people with relics. So it's going to balance that out a little bit, but it's kind of silly.
Completely asinine, man. Can't say it enough. So stupid. I don't see why Warrior was so upset. You to $5. Guess who gets my money? RSG. CG can get nothing. You get nothing, Sir Loki. Good day to you, sir.
Great. That's a good decision.
Okay. Let's see we're on the same page. You get
and don't forget our Tiltify campaign for the American Cancer.
Yes. Don't forget that.
I mean, this could make GOTB easier. I don't know.
It will.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
sure,
it will.
it'll make GOTB. It'll make that easier.
I'd probably work on GeoBrood Alpha, and just get that dude up to like level 3 or something, and that should help the Brood out too, right? Because his stats are based on GBA. So I don't know. I'm trying to look at a bright side on this thing, but it's pretty bad.
It's really, really bad. There's just nothing positive I can say about this, man. So GAC, whoopity frickin' do.
I mean, they'll divide players, right? They'll be able to bring in the players that are able to spend and get things to Relic 7. Those that do that are going to see an advantage very quickly, which isn't bad. If you spend money, you should see an advantage, but the way that they're doing it is at a huge disadvantage to free-to-play players.
Well, the thing they didn't address, they want to go to GAC, being where you get your crystals and stuff of that nature, but how can you even compete in GAC? You separate, right? But like Squad Arena, things of that nature, Fleet, where you hit a lot of people that are especially free to play try to get their crystals. You have some wells in there that spend out. You can't even sniff it now, right? Because
that's the inherent problem with what they were trying to do, which is changing what the base of the game was. The base of the game had always been about getting crystals from Squad Arena. I mean, if you go back to our streams this is our 169th stream. If you go back to when we first started, we basically said, like, Arena is your most important thing because you need the crystals in order to be able to level up your characters and gear them up and do everything faster and save crystals in order to get extra shards. And I mean, everything went back to Squad Arena. And to try and fundamentally change a game two years in, it's kind of silly. So, I mean, Bimasu just donated $2.
Says Lego Star Wars Battles. Here I come. Peace out, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I'll be right behind you, brother.
I have a feeling that Galaxy of Heroes knows that. I have this suspicion, and it's not that the game is going to end, but I think they know that they're going to lose players to the other Star Wars game soon. Just because and it's not because that game will necessarily be better, but it's just because they're kind of done with the way that Galaxy of Heroes is handling everything right now. So, I mean,
yeah. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
So we'll see what happens. I mean, for those that spend in the game, great. For the free to play, you'll be able to take your time and work on things. You have a decision to make whether or not you want to work on your characters, or whether you want to work on relics. We would probably still recommend working on your relics first for your arena team, and then figuring out how to deal with the other characters that you need. But it's going to be a decision for you guys to do it. And for those of you guys that do stay with it, you're probably going to see a fallout of players. There was already a fallout of players that, and it's small, that were upset with the way that relics were even introduced in the first place. And this does not help matters. So we'll see how they handle it. But this isn't I don't know. We'll see what the fallout is. If they may very well do what Loki mentioned earlier and just do like mods 1.0 and be like, we made a whoopsie. That's pretty much it.
There's nothing positive about this. If you think this is a good system, congrats. I think you're completely off your rocker. There's nothing positive.
I don't think anyone thinks it's a good system, but I think there's a lot of people that are just like, it's the system that's in play. Let's just make the best of it.
Well, no, I expect more. I demand more. Just because you give me crap and that's all there is, doesn't mean I have to like it. I'll go somewhere else and play something else.
I mean, biggest thing is going to be the whales, right? What free to play? Let's just be honest. CG doesn't care.
Nope.
He doesn't care about the free to play. We're basically hangers on.
They want to. It's fine. Wow, look at this. Already 7s in mine already.
Yeah, I have some 7s in mine already.
It's gonna make this impossible, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm disappointed all around in the whole relic system. I'll continue to play. At this point, I'm already time invested in it, so there's not much else. I'll continue to play it. I've already become kind of a casual player as it is, because the game has already lost me to become that engaged in the game. And so I'll just continue to play, get my top 20 or top 50 in arena, my top 50 in fleet, get those few extra crystals, slowly start to build. But I'm not, I mean, if that's the type of player they want, then that's what they have. So it's just kind of,
and the thing that drives me nuts is like, if you spend some money in the game, it doesn't do you any good. Right,
$100 isn't enough.
It's just not enough. I mean, their concept of what money is just gross. I think play to play. We've always said that it should have an advantage, right? But if someone's farming and being active in the game, that's got to count for something. And if they spend some money in the game to try to keep up and do something, but it's just. CG's giving me a take it or leave it mentality. I'm about to leave it, man. I'm just done.
The worst part though, right, is because I don't matchups in GAC right now. Well, luckily they're locked, right? So you don't get to see any of the 7 stars. Otherwise, that would kind of kill everyone. If you could see level 7 relics right now in your GAC, that would be kind of bad. But
Good old Marie says I push rhymes like weight. That's positive, right? We're not pumping out moonshine here, Gigio, what we're doing right there,
What were you saying, Loki? About the relics?
Oh, no, I was going to say they gave us double drops, man.
Yeah, that's true. They did give us double drops.
Wow. God. Oh, look who it is. It's Grande.
What's up?
We're looking at this dumpster fire that is relics, man.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
Go ahead, Grande. Give us your take, man. I have not cussed. You guys should be proud of me. I have not cussed.
Do you remember when I said this was gonna maybe not be what we wanted it to be? You remember? I was like, just wait, and it's not what you wanted it to be, is it? Yeah, it's. I mean, it is rewarding certain players and not rewarding other players, and the thing is, look, I've been farming for a long time, and I'm running out of stuff, man. I'm like, it's really?
A straight cash grab.
I'm gonna take this below 2,000 of these things, and I'm like, and I'm literally leveling up one character, and I took a couple of items below 2,000, and I was like, oh snap, I'm gonna get my arena team done, and like that's gonna be about it.
Not if you spend thousands of dollars, Grande.
I'm like, that's
I'm reading chat, and we have a lot of different opinions. And
Oh,
I saw Utah. Ouchie is correct. And that's kind of the sad part of the game right now, is that there is not going to be a place for a competitive free-to-play anymore.
No, that's dead.
Competitive free-to-play is gone.
They killed competitive free-to-play, basically.
So basically, you are a casual free-to-play. If you are trying to get into the top of everything as a free-to-play, you have a difficult road ahead of you. So,
like the understatement of the year.
so free-to-play has to now decide what they want to do. Like, you may have resources saved up right now, and you're not. It's going to be difficult to, especially with meta shifts always coming, being competitive in squad arena. It's going to be difficult to be competitive in GAC. Although GAC you have a better chance of because of the GP increase with relics. So you still might be balanced out in GAC, but competitive free-to-play, the ones that tried to be at the top of everything in the game as a free-to-play, there was a way for that to happen before. That is gone.
I don't even know how you. I don't know how you have enough gear to do it, man.
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, straight up, like you might have enough gear for your current arena team, right? And let's say you could kind of muddle your way through it, but what the hell do you do for the next team? I mean, I'm just telling you right now, like, I saved Cantina energy. I had over 2,000 Cantina energy a couple of, like, when this thing dropped. And I was able to get, with that Cantina energy, I was able to get 2 characters to a level 2 relic, 1 character to a level 3 relic, and that's about where we're gonna lie.
Well, it's just so crazy because I'm just thinking.
And so I'm like, okay, Cantina energy you can get, right, but you're gonna run out of gear.
I know, and then you have to go through the process of you're trying to get all your characters to gear 13, but you first have to get them from 11 to 12, which is no easy task. Then you got to get it from 12 to 13, which is no easy task. You know, I mean, even if you can, if you, it just is, Jesus Christ, man.
And I mean, we're seeing some things, and Durgan is saying, were we supposed to all be able to take our gear 13s to 7 to level 7 relics? That's not the point.
We were talking about, if you read the post, it said you should be able to get the majority of your characters to relic level 3 if you've been playing for a long time. Do you remember that post?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
I can't do it. I am a long-time player. I've got tons of stuff, but I can't get all the pieces.
You have the gear. You don't have the Cantina energy.
You know,
but here's the thing, though. You'll get the Cantina energy.
Eventually,
you will.
yes.
You will. You'll get it. You'll get the Cantina energy. Let's just say you farm Cantina energy. You'll get it. The challenge, though, here is that you are
between characters, and
you're gonna run out of gear. You're going to run out.
The part that I'm upset about is that you have to pick between characters and gear, right? Most players have something left. I mean, the upper end whales have something to they don't really have anything left in Cantina, right? Most players have something left in Cantina that they have to farm.
Nah, I've been done for a year.
Yeah, but you're a whale. That's what I'm saying.
Like I was working on Pog. I'm like, I can't work on Poggle now. You know, he's staying at 6 stars. I mean, and I had like a couple of ships. But
I think
man.
The problem isn't the gear. I think the problem is the game is losing focus on what people want to play, right? I don't think people really care about relics. People aren't here to play and try to farm gear in order to sacrifice it to the scavenger and then have to level up their characters to be competitive. They're here because they want to play with the characters. They've already once made it so that we don't have to use Cantina energy for 2 different purposes. We had this already. This was a problem. We were forced to farm mods either with Cantina energy, or we had to farm characters with Cantina energy. It got to the point where people were so upset they changed it. If you remember, that was considered a quality of life update because they did not want to have 2 things being farmed with the same energy. And so we got a whole different table. We got 2 different tables, actually, mod battles and mod challenges. And we got a whole new system of energy. for them to go back and to now have the relics. And I would be okay with all of the relic farming if it had its own energy source that went on the same cycle as Cantina energy. But to make it so that players have to pick between characters and relics is a really bad choice.
No, but that's a short-term problem. The problem is that I'm taking 11K worth of gear that it took me 3 years to accumulate, and I'm cutting that number down to 2,000, and I'm only doing it on 11 characters, and I only got them to relic level 3.
Yeah.
Look, energy will come and energy will get spent, and you'll eventually in 6 months. In 6 months, we'll all have tons of that stuff on the right, and we'll be short gear.
Not if you don't have all the characters, Grande.
No. I'm telling you though, if you're looking at the immediate pinch point.
No, I'm talking about every time. There has only been one point in this game where I did not have anything to farm in Cantina character-wise.
I understand. What I'm telling you, right? What I'm telling you though is that if you had spent if you had bought the 3x100 energy for Cantina, you would be done with that. And if you continued to buy 3x100 Cantina energy, you would be done with that. It is possible in like a year or so for that to happen. What I'm telling you is, let's say a person does that, right? As a free-to-play, they put all their money, they put all of their crystals into Cantina energy. They will run out of gear.
Mm-hmm. They will.
And I'm telling you, even if they spent 3x50 and 3x100 on gear, they will run out of gear. That's a problem.
I mean, I think it's just kind of I don't know. I'm overall just very disappointed with the relics.
Sick name. Good job, CG. Head up your ass again.
And I mean, they're going to have a bunch of people for different reasons kind of falling out from this game now. One is that it's getting way too complicated. This is way too complicated.
Yeah, this is supposed to make it supposed to do it. It's clunky. It's not well thought out. I mean, it's just so many.
Keep in mind, if you consider each component like its own different currency,
right?
Probably up to like 20 different currencies now. Like if you're trying to collect all the different components in order to level up relics and whatnot. Now, if you consider them gear, we have hundreds of pieces of gear. But to exchange gear from one to another and everything, we're at a crazy number of currencies. We're at a crazy number of stores. We're at a crazy number of energies at this point. We already have 4, right? And then you have to use them at different tables, accessing those stores. I think they've overcomplicated this game from what it used to be. And I don't think this is what so I know people were thinking like the MMO concept and everything, right? MMOs are pretty straightforward. You have your gear slots, you go into higher raids to get better gear slots. I mean, that's pretty much it. The concept of raids is MMOs. Now, WoW did complicate it. I will say, WoW did complicate it with that whole like home base and everything that provided extra bonuses and all that kind of stuff. And I think it was Mr. Pandaria when they released that. And so they did extra complicate it, but that was really their only complication. That was because people were just doing the same thing over and over again. So, I mean, it's
welcome to the new leadership, just like the old leadership.
Well, this isn't even the new leadership, right? This isn't even the new leadership, though, because of how long it took in order to get this through, right? This was something that was being developed while Carrie was on on board. So, I mean, I'm not going to blame this on Mark Dickinson, right? I'm not going to blame it on him.
Yeah.
But just overall, the decision-making has been kind of poor.
We get $60 packs, $100 packs.
It doesn't even get you, like, barely halfway.
Now
we'll see how this plays out on the bright side.
On one character.
I can't even imagine. So you think about this. You could potentially end up spending like $250 to get one character to 7-star relic. Like
yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. bright side is I do think this solves a little bit of the issues with matchmaking in Grand Arena
Yeah, I
Championship.
don't do that, but I mean, the way you got there to solve
So-
that is
so-
so ridiculous. Oh, we just got a donation from the Fourth Okage. Says, "Our relic CG carries final middle finger." Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, so here's the deal, though. Only sort of. If you have a highly focused player that basically takes like 4 or 5 teams to G13. I mean, again, this goes back to being highly focused, right? If you have a
That's what they're
character,
forcing.
if you have a player who basically now has stated that I'm going to keep everything as low as possible, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to G13 only the characters that I need for something, and they do that, and then they're like, I'm only going to do that if I'm going to have enough to take everything up on their relics. So they literally G13 and 7 relic them whenever they get them. It's gonna be. I mean, this is gonna be stupid, man.
Yeah.
Loki, you've been kind of quiet, brother.
Nah, man, I'm just kind of taking it all in.
That's a lot, man.
It's a lot, man, and I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's I was doing my GOTB Tarkin mission right now, and my Houndstooth just got 3-shotted. So I don't know if it's bugged now or what, but I thought Houndstooth gained protection up, so I'm kind of pissed off about that. But who knows?
Spoken from the mouth of babes, Loki. I just can't get over the pricing on these packs and what they offer. There's just garbage.
Well, but look. There's always an early adopter pack. I mean, I can get over the early adopter pack. I can even get over the Cantina energy. I really can. I'm gonna tell you, we are gonna get to the point where you don't have enough gear. You literally are out of gear.
There's a lot of weird stuff too.
And so now you can't. And so now a new character comes out, and you can't level that. You have to decide between gear for a relic or leveling the character to 11 just so you can play with it.
Well, on the bright side, what they did was they put those little green circles on the gear, right? So it tells you if you still need it or not. So you're gonna go all out, burn up the gear that you don't have a green circle on, and then
but don't burn it up crazy, man. Like, don't take something to 0. Take it, at least leave yourself,
it like 300, or something like that, or 400.
Yeah, I mean, at least leave yourself a little bit, man. A couple hundred of everything.
Here's the other thing too. Take a look very carefully at your scavenger and your exchange rates.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of things that are straight up ripoffs.
Yeah,
Right.
100% ripoff.
I already saw that.
So I'm looking at
Like the shower drains instead of some of
Well,
the
so it goes-
purple gear and blue gear have the
Yeah,
same
any of the
value.
It goes both ways. So if you look at, so I'm looking at the Erodium heatsink, right? And I can see something going both ways. It was brought up that the shower drains, the Mark III shower drains, the individual one salvage piece trades in for 10. So a full one would be 200. If you actually craft it and you trade it in, you get 500 of the salvage instead. So you get 300 salvage simply by crafting it. Meanwhile, the golden eyeballs, the salvage for the black eyeball, the biotech implant component, that one is 20 for each one. Right? So that one, if you make a full piece, which is 50 of those, right? You can get whatever, 1,000. But if you trade in the full eyeball that you craft, you only get 500. Like, I'm looking at this scavenger right now, and I don't understand these price changes. Like, you can trade in the black eyeballs for 10 per salvage. Meanwhile, the full eyeball is only 500. Like, these things are not scaled. I don't know who came up with these prices, but these prices make 0 sense. Like,
And here's the thing is, there's some player that's like not running exchange rates in their head,
Yeah.
and actively getting screwed.
Yep.
Because they don't have a spreadsheet telling them which gear is the best and which one is not. I mean,
yeah.
This is just. Ugh.
I mean, the best part is I'm looking at this right now. I can't believe I'm looking at this. Oh my god, is this for real?
Here's the other thing too is like the next character comes around and people are going to complain because there's no white gear in the shipments anymore. And because there's no white gear in shipments, it means that when you're gear level 1, you're actually going to have to go farm that freaking gear, man.
So Grande, if you go look at the actual if you go to the Erodium heat sink, right?
I don't even know what you're talking about. You're gibberish.
If you go to the scavenger.
All right, I'm going to the scavenger.
And if you press on the little right arrow on the right side in order to switch through the different types, and you go to the Erodium heatsink.
Erodium heatsink.
It looks like a Cinnabon.
I got it, the Cinnabon.
Okay? Look at the second and third rows. At the end of the second row, you will see that you can trade in the stun gun salvage for 10 apiece, right?
Yes.
So that means if you made a full prototype, you would get 500. So then if you look at just below it, the second from last in the third row, the prototype that you can craft, it gives you 500 salvage, which matches the salvage from the row above.
But you could also trade in a full Carbonti.
Exactly. You can add Carbontis to the stun gun and still trade it in for 500.
Holy crap, dude.
Can you bring that up, Ranger?
Hey, okay, did they even pay it? Oh, that's so dumb.
Go to the scavenger.
I'm there now. I'm at the Rhodium heatsink.
Heatsink. Look at the second and third rows. On the second row, you will see the stun gun salvage that you can trade in for
back.
Piece.
Yeah. You see
in the third row, the second from the right, you will see that's the prototype that you craft with the 50 salvage.
Mm-hmm.
And that one you can trade in for 500.
Scroll up just a smidge from where you're at. You're at the very, very bottom in the middle. I got it. So everyone sees that the bottom in the middle. Now scroll up a little bit. Stop. A little bit more. There you go. Now, basically, the 50 that looks like the out. Stop. You had it. Where are you going?
I'm looking at this myself, guys. I'm not your monkey.
Yeah, but you'll see there's a row that has the stun gun salvage that has the blue prototype.
Yeah.
Which is where you combine the 50 salvage in order to get that prototype. That trades in for 500 salvage, which makes sense because the individual salvage is for 10 a pop. Next to it is a full stun gun that includes 50 Carbonti salvage.
Same damn price.
You still get 50 salvage for it. Meanwhile, on the other side of it, you can trade in a full Carbonti for 500. So if you trade in a full Carbonti and a full prototype of stun guns, you can get 1,000. But if you combine it and trade it in, you only get 500.
It is like, this is so dumb.
What the piss is going on?
Like, did they even test this, man?
I don't know who tested it. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Who tested this? Who tested this? Like, who's the data keeper on this? Here's what's going to happen is...
That doesn't make sense.
No, someone is going to accidentally do that, get pissed off, and delete the game.
So if you take a Carbon...
Yeah.
If you take a Carbonti and a... Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Like, someone is going to Here, the problem with doing this is, if a player can accidentally do something wrong, and you don't fix it as a developer, that's negligence.
But is it wrong? Do they think it's wrong?
It most definitely is wrong, and it's negligent on some level.
So
it's totally freaking negligent.
So I'll give a real-world example of something that a lot of people don't realize, and I always do this. So if you go to Burger King, right, you can get 3 French toast sticks for breakfast for 99 cents. If you order a 5-piece French toast sticks, they charge $2.19. I can get 2 3-pieces for $2 versus getting a 5-piece for $2.19. This is actually on their menu. this is always there. People will always do it just simply because they don't pay attention to the numbers.
That's
So I don't think that
crazy.
I don't think that it's necessarily anything horrible, but I see this in real life too.
No. It does. No, it absolutely happens in real life, and it
Well,
absolutely.
the other thing too is the MK3, the shower drain.
Yeah, shower drain, you actually get more if you
So
craft
if you
it first.
craft it instead of going individually, you get 500 versus this.
So,
No!
but here's the problem: is what if you don't have a character you can craft it on?
Oh lordy!
No, but I mean, do you see the
I
problem?
I know. I'm just like,
What? So what if What if at the time you can't craft one because you don't have a character?
who came up
that
with the
could-
values for this stuff? So I
So-
take a Carbonte and a stun gun, make the piece, I get 500. I take one shower drain, combine it, which is 20, I get 500.
Yeah, I don't know what
So
they're
so the problem here is that you can't uncraft gear, and if you don't have a character that needs that piece of gear, then you can't craft that piece. So you can't even. So even if you know it's a bad deal, it would be possible that there are certain players that could not do the exchange rate the correct way.
I'm honestly not sure how this got through any kind of testing.
I don't understand, Finn. Help me to understand the math as it works in my
This is.
head.
I'm telling you guys.
They didn't do any math. This
I'm
is
tell. No. I'm
illogical.
A shower drain 20. If I'm looking at this right, maybe I keep shaking my head like I got to be reading this wrong.
Well, even if you don't think about that, right? We always go back to comparing crystals, right? Shower drains are 300 crystals. Carbontes are what, 1,200?
Or
Both of them-
1400.
1,400, whatever it is. Both of them give you 500 scrap if you buy a full one. I mean, think about that.
I mean, we understand that there are bad values in the game, or there are better values in some place in the game than there are in
Sure.
others. Absolutely. And we all know
But to this extent?
but I've never seen it this bad. So sometimes you're like, okay, I am taking a loss by buying this here instead of somewhere else.
Sure.
But I have this currency and I don't have this other one. Right? This happens all the time. You know, you have guild currency and you don't have shard shop currency, and you really need it to take whatever character. So even if you were looking at Wink's conversion rates, you would still be like, well, you know what? I'm going to still do it because I need to do this. It happens all the time. The problem here is you're literally giving them something for free. Like, and that's the problem. And I mean, the problem is, and we thought mods were hard to understand. How many players are going to screw this up?
You know, they screw you over on cryotex too, right?
Yeah, I
They
saw
do
that
the same
too.
thing with the cryotex. It's 500 for the shocker prod stuff. It's 500 for the battleships. If you combine it for the full cryotech, it's only 500.
Yeah, this is real. I mean, here's the thing. This is bad. Like, this is really unfortunate. This is really what's unfortunate is that they didn't do a better job, because they may end up losing their job over not doing their job.
I'm stunned. We're not making this crap up, guys.
We're not even trying to talk about whether it's good or bad or anything.
We're
at
not
this-
making this up.
Even if you liked it, there are ripoffs in these. You have to, if you're working on doing relics and stuff, you guys might want to wait a little bit, especially at the higher levels.
Hell, I only got 2 characters to 3 and
Well, there you
blew all my freaking cantina energy doing it, and then and bought 3 by 100, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm not going cray over this time.
But I mean, you guys will probably just, for anyone that's looking to do the relics and everything, right? You might want to wait a little while until people do the conversions and everything for the different currencies and to figure out what the most efficient is. Because some of them require crafting, some of them do not require crafting. Some of them have one piece that's a better value. Some of them have other ones that are just awful values and just complete ripoffs as we're looking at it. So you don't want to go ahead and just start crafting everything. There's there's a major problem in their currency conversion.
I'm
Big time.
thinking you could take characters to 3 and kind of be okay. But after 3, dude.
Only for veteran players, right, Grande? Because newer players still.
Oh yeah, and I wouldn't take any of your gear stores, any of your gear reserves to like under 500, like anywhere.
Girl Maurice, you're right. They could totally revert some of this.
Rendering your purchases useless.
Is this incompetence or negligence?
The problem is they did this already with mods 1.0, and they don't seem to have learned.
Yeah.
No. I'm telling you, this is really bad. Like, this is really bad.
I'm stunned, man. I just don't even have words right now, man. I'm like Loki just staring off into space, man. Like, Loki, how you
What's
doing,
up?
man? What's going on, man?
What's new?
No, Roast Taco said the shower
I-
drain only gives you 2 scrap. It doesn't. It gives you different scrap based on the item that you are crafting. So if you're trying to craft the carbonite circuit board, the shower drain only gives you 2. If you're trying to craft the iridium heatsink, it gives you 10. So
I honestly
there are
think
different values for different items too. So you're better off waiting until somebody does a conversion to figure out the most efficient way to get all of these parts, because otherwise you are losing out on a lot of resources very quickly by rushing, because their conversion rates don't make sense in this whatsoever. There's no sense with their conversion rates.
I think somebody at CG has been donating chromosomes. Like,
how's that Magic the Gathering going there, Loki?
I mean, this is terrible.
Oh my god.
We gotta send you a deck, Ranger, so you can play.
I mean, the challenge here is that we have really created the haves and the have-nots, and it's gonna be like the problem is that even if you wailed out and spent money, right? You wail out, you spend a bunch of money, you get all this stuff done. You're looking at $300 to $500, man, per character.
Per character, man.
Per character. So effectively, it's, if you're a whale, they're asking you to rebuy all your characters again.
Wow.
And if you're not a whale, as long as it took you to get all your characters here, that's how long it's going to take you to get them all to 7-star relics. Eventually, free to play will catch up, but I will tell you, we're going to run out of gear. We are going to run out of gear.
There's no catch up.
But you are going to run out of freaking gear, man.
You are, but there's no catch up for free to play. Free to play are going to fall behind. They'll be able to maybe catch up in just Squad Arena because they'll be able to get their 5 characters, but they're going to start falling behind because of this.
I'm telling you though, you're gonna not have enough gear.
No, yeah, no, I'm not.
We can eventually catch up on the energy, but you're gonna run the freak out of gear quick.
So we'll see.
Woo-wee.
This
is kind of a disappointing update.
Dude, I'm so depressed right now, man. I'm like Ren from Ren and Snippy. I'm so angry. I'm happy.
And I usually try to be the positive one. I mean, the only positive thing I can really say is that for casual players, it makes no impact. For GAC, there's going to be a little bit more balance. That's think pretty much it.
I think what it does is it's kind of created 2 paths, right?
Casual or whale.
It's either created a free to play or mega whale, mega kraken.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, at this point, I'm not seeing how the player who says he wants to spend, let's say the guy who wants to spend $5 a day, right? $5 a day. It's just what he wants to spend. He wants to spend $4.99 a day, and kind of like, maybe he's not doing great. $5 a day is freaking $150 a month. I'm not even sure at $150 a month you could catch up. And so at this point, it's some stupid money.
Well, I think we've beaten that. I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about.
We showed everything we can show.
We'll see what happens with the game moving forward.
And we got that.
But they padlock. You can lock the gear so you don't trade it to the Jawa.
Hooray!
Yes, you can lock
There's
gears.
a
So you
big
don't.
padlock right there, right? So
Mhm.
stupid. I'm being stupid. I don't know what to say, man. There's no bright side to this crap. It's pretty bad.
I hope you didn't
They're-
We got a
they're-
donation.
For players that are continuing to play, I think what they're losing is invested players.
we
They're
do
having
have the
players that are
Naruto
just playing
games
for the
for
sake of Star Wars.
Hokage. Yeah, there's other games out there.
Here's the thing too: is if the meta changes, how do you get to the new meta?
Money, man.
Yeah, they basically you're right, Grande. They basically created either you're going to be kind of a free-to-play casual, or you're going to be a mega
I mean,
whale.
think about this, if they-
$100 doesn't get you to
A new legendary.
level 7.
$150 a month.
Think about this though. A new legendary character comes out. You get- how much you think it's going to cost to take that character from level 1 with nothing on it? Gear, everything.
Yeah.
To make
So-
it effective.
$1,000 a tune.
Dude, $1,000 a character. $1,000 a character, and there are 17. There's 178 characters, so it's 20 grand.
All right.
Okay. It's time for a commercial.
I don't even have
Our-
one.
our-
I don't
our
even
re-
have
our-
one. I don't even
our-
have one ready.
Are relics getting you down? We have the new thing, Relic X.
Relixa.
Relixa. It's Relixa.
It's the we do this RSG style. Our relic's getting you down. We have a solution for you. Pickles.
Pickles! Always do pickles.
When you are sad, take out your pickle.
You know, when I'm sad, I like to play with my pickle. It brings me great pleasure and joy to hear the sound of it.
Can we talk about the real problems, though? The real problem is lightsaber in the pee hole. That's the real.
Yeah.
For the best wide game in the whole wide world, visit mypickle.com.
Oh my gosh, dude! I mean, we have to laugh about it because
Oh, it's nothing else we can do, man.
It's because they're obviously not taking player input. Whatever they're doing, they talk about all this stuff about beta and how they're making a public beta and letting people sign up for it. They obviously do not.
There
give a
was
crap
no,
about
there was
player
no,
input.
no. There was no public input on this, man.
No, there was no player input. No, I can't see any players
I bet
really that crazy.
I bet if they did do player input, it was just to make sure that
They can say they had some players say.
Well, no. The function.
Listen,
of the,
nobody's going to make relics in this game better than me. It's going to be unbelievable.
well,
we're going to take relics. We're going to make China pay for it so the
let's
players
do-
don't pay. It's going to be
Let's
great.
do a beta. Let's do a beta just to make sure the game doesn't crash when you take characters to seven relic. Okay, that's what you do. Oh,
I feel like
my
I need like one of
God.
those magic markers. So I can just start drawing on the screen and just be like, "Here's what you see. It totally works. So you see the circle there? It's science."
Man, I'm just sitting here with a couple of characters, man, and I'm like, holy crap. People will be running Revan Malik, Dark Basti.
I think so
for
nasty.
like
Can I
5
take it to 7? I'm like, I don't have the canteen energy for the other piece to do it.
I took 2 to 3.
Sorry, just 2 to 3, man.
I took 2 to 3 and 1 to 2, and the rest of them it was like 1s. But like I said, Cantina energy is always coming in the door.
Well, so is regular energy, Grande.
Yeah.
So you can make that same argument for gear.
But not at the rate we're spending it.
No.
You see the problem? It's not at the rate we're spending it. It's not even close.
Yeah, but you regenerate it at a faster rate than Cantina, and
Yeah.
it's cheaper to get the
No.
research.
But I'm telling you, at the rate I was seeing myself spend it, right? Just at gear level 3, I had stuff that I had over 10,000 of, and on
Over 9,000?
and just leveling up, 12 characters, right? Just leveling up 12 characters, I blew half of it, which means that if I had another 12 characters at G3, and this is just getting them to 1, 2, or 3, which means I'd blow the rest of it.
Yeah, but you also have the regular nodes also give you more than just one piece.
No, I am the biggest farmer on the planet.
Yeah, nobody does farming like no one does farming like Grande. It's
like
unbelievable. He built a wall around his house.
And I'm telling you,
he grows lots of corn.
I'm sitting here looking at it, going, I'm gonna run out of gear, and I've been playing for a long time, and I have 10,000.
Well, get onto those regular nodes, Grande. No more hard nodes for you.
Yep, no more hard nodes for you, buddy.
I'm just telling you, man.
Let's do the. Let me get the chat shout outs here, so we can do the chat shout outs, and then we'll go ahead and do questions.
Do some questions. We got to go mess with
We'll kind of skip over a lot of the relic questions, honestly, because I think we've beaten that one.
I think we've answered a lot of the questions we're gonna get, and don't just leave, guys. That we're gonna be doing questions and stuff that have some fun, and then we'll go mess with hers. It's what we do here, man. We gotta go mess with the hall, man. That's what we do.
Yep.
Oh.
So I'm getting the stuff together right now. So give me a second.
Yeah.
Bruh, hold my beer.
Listen here, y'all. Don't be negative about these relics. Bubba Clinton here telling y'all, be positive, man.
Oh my God.
When life hands you lemons, make pink lemonade. And I do mean pink. Think of it that way.
It depends on what your definition of the word is.
Hey,
you know that.
Grande.
So dumb, dude.
Grande, don't make me talk to your wife. You'll regret it.
That's awful.
Oh God.
All right. So Grande, I am putting it in Fin stuff for you.
What are you putting in Fin stuff for me?
The chat shout-outs.
We haven't even done those yet.
Oh, dang.
We do those at the end now. That way we can collect everything and
Ranger told me I couldn't do it. Remember?
Yeah, because he was trying to get us to do more free lunch stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom.
Do we really trust this, Finn?
All right, shout-outs. Are you ready?
Yep, we're ready.
Okay, apropos win. Bimatsu Bone Jones 159, Captain Blackbeard, Chakwa, Darth Revan 1023,
yep.
Darth Vader 87, Denny Kane, Devil's Treasure, Dexatronic, Dr. Feelgood, Dr. Gonzo H, Durgan, Grande Verga, Grim, Hogzilla, Inquisitive Christian.
Hey, that's a new name I haven't heard before.
I kind of like that one. Jacobeum, Jedi Training Bogus, Jijak Kana, Cavalcanti. How do we say his first name? Hohe. It has the end
I say
over
Joao,
the
but I don't know if that's right.
Joao or Hohe. I don't know how it's.
John Moran.
Sure.
JVU 420. Kashmir, Knights Templar, Molly, Maz Kanata, Michael H. 19, Mole Eliza 2, Mos Def Isley, Nathaniel Morgan, Ouchie Dumpling, Ray Rock, Raza 972, Revenator, Ronin, XI, Rose Taco, Shadow Val, Skywalker Vader, Slash Van Rhodes, Sanucci, Bucci's. I didn't even know how you say
Snoochie Boochies.
Snoochie
Did you ever watch Mallrats, man? Come on, Jane Silent Bob. Snoochie Boochies.
Storm Rider 59, Suicide Squad, Sword of the Jedi, Torin Jax, Trez, Tumblo, Drea, I guess. Drea?
Yeah, that's good.
Tunnel Vision, Walter Arnold, What Else 73, Wolfell, Utah, Zerial, ANZGC, Ziglet, and
it's good old
Alpha or DJ. So good deal.
All right.
That's it.
So let's do Twitter responses here, and then we'll do questions. So.
All right, let's do it, man.
We got a few. We got a few responses here. So let's see. So the question again What crazy thing would you like to see Ranger and or Affinity do during the charity stream to raise money for the American Cancer Society and Children's Healthcare of Atlanta?
Yeah.
And so we have 3 responses. The first one is streaking.
No.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Yikes! It's a children's hospital, folks.
I know. Next
Then
one.
it would just be in bad taste, and 2, I don't want to go to jail.
It would be in bad taste.
I don't want to go to jail.
Next one is, I don't have any good ideas, but it should somehow include some Ranger diaperoos, a butt sock, and a jacket.
This is a children's hospital.
Well,
people.
this we can potentially somehow include in a children's hospital.
I don't know how we explain the butt sock.
Yeah, this is. I'm telling you, this is not a good
Make
idea.
a Rube Goldberg out of all of these.
I mean,
I'm telling you, you guys better be on your best behavior, chat, when we're at the freaking children's thing. That's all I'm saying.
All right, and then the last one, Finity should whip out some porgs. Ranger would have no choice but to go with it for risk of upsetting the children.
I do have to go with it.
I already told Ranger I am bringing 2 porgs.
Well, yeah, porgs are fine. I mean, it's for the kids.
We are all. I got to tell you, we mess with each other a lot on the stream, but it's just to have some fun comic relief, guys.
It's really not.
I mean, Ranger doesn't really have a thing against porgs.
I just don't care. Yeah,
but it's just fun
It's
for us to be like, Ranger doesn't like this, Infinity doesn't like that. And,
Porg.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, it's
that I do hate. I can be.
but
That's
because-
real talk. I hate that. Even Loki's like almost throw up. So
He's like, I got a little in my mouth. I had to choke it back down.
we don't. Yeah, Storm Rider says no one needs to see Rangers
Porg
and
is the
Finn's
word.
pickles at the children's hospital.
Porg is
No,
the word.
we're not
Hey,
going to be.
Porg. Porg is the word.
I don't know how
Hey,
that would. I don't know how that would play out. Like you would like, hi, welcome to RSG. Would you like to see my pickle?
Oh, awkward moments.
Yes.
Awkward.
We're not going to have any of
awkward.
those. No, that's.
We don't need awkward moments.
Yeah. I think the parents would just beat us on principle.
Oh,
Did
dude.
you just ask my child to see your pickle? Yes, that's what I started thinking. We love to do that for kids.
Master Kylo asked, "Where's Smithy D?"
I know,
I don't
right?
know. Where is Smithy
Oh,
D?
no, it's Smithy Day, so we don't get him back on.
This crikey stuff is just blasphemy.
All right. So if you guys have more suggestions, definitely. Oh, we have a few more. Just dress up as Darth Revan and Jedi Consular and sing Star Wars songs.
Yeah.
We're doing something similar. There is a challenge on our Tiltify where I'll dance as a Jedi. So there is that stuff. And then another one, a Jedi and Revan version of Who's on First. Kids love that bit.
Oh, Lord. They don't know. Like, what is this?
No one knows who Abbott and Costello are.
I mean, come on.
Most kids, except for Baby Grande, don't know who Abbott and Costello are.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to questions.
Pick a couple.
Man, we got a ton of them, man. I'm seeing more roll in all the time.
Yeah, we have a few questions. We'll try and get through some of these. If they're relic based and we answer them, I'll kind of skip over them.
Yes, I think we hit that. We beat that one to death.
First question, Dexatronic: are relic bonuses applied before the mod bonuses or after, like current gear tier? I think it's before mods because it goes to the stats.
Yeah.
I agree. I think Infinity is correct.
Next one. Let's see. No. Kashmir question: who is going to make a question asking about Darth Relic?
We've responded to the Darth Relic controversy, so
We do need to make more about Darth Relic. I just gotta say.
Yeah. One slip up.
He's such a gear whore. That's
Kashmir, not a cool Tiltify question of the day. It's hard to make jokes about going to a children's hospital.
This is
It's true. We did want some real suggestions, though.
Not from the skewers. Yuta just donated $2. He said, "Relics got you down. She has a cure. LITPH."
It's like the anti-cure. Question from Ouchie: what is Darth Relish's pickle superpower?
We haven't worked that one out yet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nathaniel Morgan question: when is the lore video for Darth Relic coming? It'd be a good premiere style release.
Right after the Internal Twins.
Did you say internal twins?
Eternal Oh, I'm trying not to cuss tonight, Finn.
I thought you said internal, honestly.
Yes,
Okay.
the both of them.
Bones Jones, do you think they'll speed up the time Cantina refreshes?
No.
They didn't with mods. I doubt they will. With
They ain't doing none of that.
Nah, this is strictly how much money can we get out of our top folks?
Yep. Let's see. How
Stand by,
Chuckwa.
guys. We're out that once we get through these questions, we're gonna set up for to go invade the hall so we can.
Yep.
What would you say last time a relic stole my baby? Or no, what was it?
Twilight.
A Twilight stole my baby. Yeah, something like that.
Uta just donated. I think.
Yeah, we already said that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So then we have a question from Chuckwa. How long would it take for a free-to-play player to see relics?
973 years.
Bro,
If you focus, you can, but it takes a while.
Look at McVenom. She doesn't even have a single Gear 13 tune.
She has
She's
zero.
trying to get 13.
She has 0 Gear 13s. She's been playing. She's casual, which means half of what we're seeing right now doesn't even impact her.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. If you are a casual player, ignore all of this.
You don't care about this. Yeah.
You ignore all of this.
Oh yeah, you don't care.
Just play,
this
man.
is really for late game players, first off, right? Those that are getting Gear 13s, which is not something a casual player or a newer player has to worry about. And then really how it impacts them. So if you're a casual player, just continue and enjoy the game the way it is. Just level them up, work on your arena squad. I mean, just have fun with the game as much as you can.
But don't worry about being behind.
Exactly.
Because as of today, we are all behind someone.
You're big time.
Yep. Let's see. Kashmir. Question. Can RSG set up a D&D tutorial stream so I can learn how to play and join you on those streams instead?
Always welcome, and we'd be more glad to do that.
That's a good idea. I like it.
I think we can definitely do that. We'll have weeks off because a couple of people might be not here or something like that. So we can do that one at the times, Ranger. Just do we can
do one-offs like that.
Like a character creation or something.
You should do that with Grande Patron since he has no idea what to do in D&D.
We can do that, yeah.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: can they delete the gear donation feature now that nobody will use it?
Oh God, yes.
I gotta tell you, I have not been using gear donation feature in like months.
I forgot about that.
I don't even look at it.
God.
I don't even look at it. I don't ask for anything, and I don't give anything.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: are all the flat stat secondaries now completely irrelevant besides speed, of course? No, they're still going to be relevant. A high speed secondary does become comparable to a high percentage secondary. The percentage ends up being a little bit better once you get to Gear 13. But flats can still be quite good. So they don't become irrelevant. They're just diminished a little bit, especially at Gear 13, but it's still hard to get a percentage that beats some of those sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I would agree.
And then last question, Bones Jones 159, question for Mr. Patron and Loki. You being big spenders in the game, how does this make you feel? Do relics make you want to spend more, or will you guys hold back?
I'll let Loki answer first.
I mean, I've been holding back, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Honestly, I think they're going to realize it was a mistake, and they're gonna roll something back, and then everybody's gonna get pissed off and ask for refunds. So I'm gonna wait for that to clear. But at the rate it's going right now. I'm checking my arena shard like as we're streaming right now. I'm seeing 157 speed Bistons U-Wings now. So I can't beat those. I'm seeing 195 Millennium Falcons. I think Ship Arena is the one that's going to get shooken up the most.
Yeah.
I don't think Grand Republic is going to be a good farm anymore for Fleet because everybody's going to just go fast Rebels and go all in. I think that's the way to do it to get your max crystals every day. I tried fighting these teams in Ship Arena right now. I can't win. So I'm locked up the number one spot. It is what it is now. If their Akbar goes first, if their Millennium Falcon goes first, and their Pistons U-Wing goes first, then I don't know how you're going to get through it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pissed off. But I've been this way for probably about almost a year now because they always release something great. They hype it up. They have game changers hyping it up, and then ends up being a total disaster. So,
this is a disaster.
I mean, maybe me and Grande go to another guild again. I don't know. You know, we just hang out.
Yeah, I'm with
We're
you.
all, you know, we're all in arena shards now. Maybe it's time to reach out to your arena shard mates and just tell them don't gear up your stuff anymore, because then nobody's gonna be able to collect free rewards. It's sad. But,
Or have a nice shard that like demods or something.
Yeah, but even if you demod, they still get the boost from the relic. You can't demod the relic, right?
Well, how much is their speed drop if you unmod them?
I mean, you could probably do it with demodding, but the thing is that I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, my arena shard has been you better beat it on the hard every time, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, for like 2 years, it's been we don't demod. The answer was always get good, right?
Right.
That's crazy. I mean, so there's there's going to be some people who can't. Here's the thing, though. Who cares if you can't get to first? Seriously, get to the top 5 or the top 10.
Well, can you get to the top 10
or
the top
whatever?
20
And
now?
It depends on. It's going to be different on each shard, right? Because some shards are more whales, some are more free to play. So
I'm going to tell you, there's 5 or 6 guys that probably went all in on this on mine, and which means maybe I'm getting 7 or 8. I'm just going to have to be okay with it. I'm like Loki said. I'm not gonna. I mean, look, if I need the idea here is that I need to drop a couple $1,000. I don't have a couple of $1,000 that I want to spend on this game. If I had a couple $1,000, I have a family of 4 upstairs that I would rather spend it on.
Makes sense, right?
And so no, I'm not gonna. You know, when you work the math like that, there's no reason for me to do anything at all. And if I'm not going to spend money to get a better reward, and if it looks like, hey, even if I did, I'd run out of something else, screw it.
Yeah.
Don't.
All right.
Nev doesn't have a bad idea. I mean, for a newer player, he said, "I'm just going to take Akbar, Han, and Chewie to gear 13, so I
why
can
not? Screw it.
get crystals from ships." Because squad arena is probably going to be harder than ships.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
All right.
If you can focus on your fleet, that might be better. But yeah.
All right. So
I don't know what ship is faster than 195. Would that?
I don't know. Let's wrap this up so we can go buggers, because I'm tired of talking about this nonsense.
I can max out my Poe and get him to 200 speed, man. To outspeed a freaking motherfucker. It's god awful, man.
All right. Let's get to the ending stuff. We got a new I think we got a new gold VIP thing. Let me pop that up. We always want to end the stream by popping in and saying thank you to our gold VIPs. These are our Patreons and supporters. They really support the stream above and beyond the Patreons that we have. We just appreciate all our Patreon sponsors, but we appreciate these folks just a little bit more because they give more, and we couldn't do it without them. So all the folks you've seen here are our gold Patreons. If you haven't checked out our Patreon and you'd like to support the stream, please check out our Patreon. We offer a lot of services and stuff for being a Patreon member, and yeah, so there's that. So we get to this, and then we get to the end, and that's not the end. That's another screen. Let me move this up here so I don't do that next time. Hold on, I'm doing no, not the lunch stream. God dang it, this thing is just being stupid. I'll move it later. All right, so this is our ending. All right, so what we're getting ready to do, guys, we're gonna go bug the hall. Urzatron stream. He's streaming GAC and stuff. I haven't heard what he thinks on everything. I got a lot of stuff to go listen to with Warrior and stuff like that. So we're gonna go. What should we say to Urz?
Pickle pride.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, pickle pride. Okay, I'm going to give you a countdown, and when we do, we're going to go over there, and we're just going to say pickle pride. So if you get done here, I'll give a countdown, then we're all going to run over to Urz's stream and do pickle pride.